Welcome, folks, to today's video. Basically, we have a jam-packed TNN, folks. It's going to be a long one, and it's going to be a good one, but not a lot of good things happen. That's kind of how it goes on this show. What was the one good thing, Brian? I think it was the cute dog. That was it.
Yeah, the cute dog in, we don't know if it was Japan or China. That was the best part. Everything else is terrible.
But we hope you enjoy. First up, we've got Mr. Beast AI thumbnail website. The reason why we're watching it on Reddit is because it was deleted on Twitter.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
There's a new way to make professional looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them. From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating.
That line is not going to go down well. That when he said that line, I was like, ooh. Ooh.
A tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it will use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating. So for example, let's say you're Mr. Beast. You would just type in Mr. Beast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them.
Inspiration.
And execution.
As you can see here, I have a very descriptive prompt describing a Minecraft block that is glowing rainbow colors and vibrant Minecraft grass with trees in the background with no YouTube inspiration. So now let's hit generate. And I think you're gonna be impressed with what this comes up with. I have not altered this in any way. Look at this thumbnail it came up with. That is actually insane. All from one single prompt and no inspiration from any other channel.
Yeah, but where'd the AI get the information from, Mr. Beast? Where'd it get the information? Where'd it get it from, Mr. Beast?
That's next. That's next. Do you remember that girl he had the controversy about? I think it was her that brought up that Jimmy was looking for someone that specializes in AI technology. He was doing like some kind of job advertisement somewhere looking for an AI tech. Do you remember we covered that?
No, I remember the chocolate stuff.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there was a thing about Mr. Beast Gaming or Mr. Beast, whatever the name of the company is. We're looking for AI, and they were talking about thumbnails as well. So I wonder if this is the product from that whole kind of endeavor.
This has been brewing for years, I would say. This has been cooking for years. So for it to come out and receive such a negative reaction, it's got to be a bit like, what the fuck? I thought I was making something cool to help the masses.
Yeah, also, I think they also think they're impervious. And just noticing, is that crypto? The coin thing.
Looks like a V-Bucks.
You're paying a currency to do each thing. So in order for that AI algorithm to learn more about like stuff, you have to keep using it. Therefore, more each time you do something there, that's going to cost you money.
Dude, the unholy trinity is like crypto, AI, and OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's the unholy trinity, yeah.
Of modern society.
I could go on, but this is the future of YouTube thumbnails. No more complicated Photoshop and having to get a PhD in how to edit things and figure out what 1,000 buttons do.
He's kind of over-exaggerating, but he's trying to make like the problem seem so much bigger than it actually is.
You watch a tutorial on YouTube, some Indian guy will give you a great Photoshop tutorial on how to do something, and you learn as you go.
Yeah.
It's actually quite good to learn a lot of tools.
Look, the more you can contribute to society, bro, at the end of the day, come on.
Don't be dependent on like these AI tools. Can we be honest here? Do you use AI for anything in terms of work?
I have used it, I think, once or twice for like just a funny meme thing. I think it was like maybe a TikTok or something like that. But that was when AI was absolute dog shit. Now it's insane. But no, I don't use AI for anything.
I use AI to generate an image to send to the thumbnail artist as what I'm trying. Instead of me trying to word it out and explain it, I will try and generate something that has a starting foundation and say, but like change this, blah, blah, blah. And they won't draw it like the AI image. It's just to get the positioning of each character and the things that I'm talking about of the environment. Because there's nothing worse for me that I give an idea that I've envisioned in my brain to an artist, and then they generate their interpretation and it's not the same. If I can generate some quick and then give to a human and I pay the human, and they make that image, then I think that's fine.
Yeah, well, I think you're a terrible person because
that's what I'm waiting for. How dare he assume his artist can't understand words?
I think you're evil, and I think you need to be overthrown. And you're white.
And you're bald. Yeah.
What I do is I pay my artist more than what Brian pays his. And what I do then is I ask them to make 3 sketches from my idea. So then I pick the best one.
I make my thumbnail artists work less and pay them the full amount. He's actually, if you think about it, is making that person do more work.
I had told you I pay them more than you pay yours.
You don't know how much I pay mine.
I know mine's more.
Sure, okay.
Because I'm a good person. And you're an evil AI man. Look at you drinking for Starbucks. We're supposed to be boycotting it, Brian. What the fuck?
Can't spell Dahi without AI.
Fuck, you got me there. Oh, dude, you can't spell Brian either. Fuck you.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Brian, B-R-I-A.
N-E.
Yeah, but that's still AI, I-A.
No. My name is B-R-I-N-E, remember?
Whatever.
Checkmate.
Excuse me, but did you just not only put other channels' thumbnails in this without their consent, but also very explicitly added Jacksepticeye's profile picture in your video? I love Jack's profile picture, especially after what he said about Mr. Beast ruining YouTube. Also openly mocking and trying to destroy the job and careers of thumbnail professionals to sell your product. Yeah, I felt like he grossly over-exaggerated the process of making a thumbnail.
The way he words things, like he thinks everyone else besides him are absolute morons in terms of YouTube.
Look at this. Mr. Beast complaining that the largest channel in Russia just takes my thumbnails and photoshops his face on mine. No, he's just inspired, bro. He's just inspired.
Yeah.
Dude, how things change in 4 years. Fucking hell. In 4 years ago, he wouldn't have done this AI stuff. Using AI and creativity, this is Dan TDM. Makes zero sense to me. People who use it to replace creatives don't have a creative bone in their body. Learn to make something yourself and be proud of it. Muscles emoji. FAI. Strong words right there. Strong words. Jack, even stronger. What the actual fuck? He definitely like just opened up Twitter, probably on the toilet, like, or just in
Sean's
a coffee.
not one to skewer his words either. He's not like, hey guys, I just want you all to know that I actually had no idea I'd be involved in that, no permission. What the actual fuck?
I'm surprised they didn't go Irish and be like, for fuck's sake, laddie.
Fucking
what's
little
this AI
bastard, yeah.
shite?
Jimmy motherfucking bitch.
Use my logo in a promotion for it too. I hear what this platform is turning into. Fuck AI. People feel damn passionate about this, bro. Mr. Beast responds, sort of. So here we go. This is Point Crow, kind of a streamer, YouTuber, makes pretty good stuff. Pokemon, Nintendo centered, and he actually got in a private call with Mr. Beast about this, which I gotta say, gotta give some respect there, that he was actually open to have a call and a conversation. You know what I mean? A lot of people in his position, I don't think would have been. It would have been like, fuck the haters and I'm rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So good of him to do that. They still largely disagree, he says, but hey, you gotta start somewhere. And Mr. Beast comes back, and I appreciate all the feedback. I love the YouTube community more than anyone could even remotely comprehend. Already working on changes like face swap should only be used to swap your face on your thumbnail, obviously not others. And overall, I'll build this more in a way to be inspiration for artists, a tool they use and not replace them. Very good feedback. That seems like a decent response. My goal with ViewStats is to build tools to level the playing field between people like me with 300 employees and new creators that can't afford a small army. If I'm being honest, I don't think I like that. I wouldn't call it moral grandstanding, but that
is with people like me with 300. Not many YouTubers have 300 fucking employees. That sounds like you're making a tool to help your company, and then at the same time be kind of like, oh, look what I made for you guys.
Yeah, it's not a charity, that's for sure. However, it probably has to get enough money to run it, recuperate funds, stuff like that. So my big thing with this is I think people should have to learn how to get good. I don't think people should be handed an easy path to success. I'm just being honest, and that's coming from a guy that milked the Vanoss. But I had to work for years to get to them.
And when I got there, I was sucking, right?
Guys, I didn't let go. So all I'm saying is I think people need to work hard to achieve something, otherwise they simply won't be satisfied, and or B, so many other people are doing it just like you because they want easy success that everyone ends up looking the same, which is what I feel YouTube is kind of turning into. I thought more people on the platform would bring more diversity, but it feels like it's just making people conform more to what should be played and done and everything. It's kind of fucking tiresome. I think people should work hard and figure out what they like and enjoy instead of having an AI decide for you. AI ASMR.
AI, I don't know what it is, but like, it just feels so soulless that even the hands just felt like so alien, and just everything about it just, I was like, it's more eerie than,
comforting. Yeah, yes, correct.
Kind of uncomfortable.
You know what I think though? I think AI is one of those things where people like us aren't gonna like it, but the more it advances and becomes useful, in like 30 years, young people in 30 years will be like, AI is great. What's the problem?
That's their reality. That's all they know.
I love CDs. I love my phone. It just advances and people get adjusted. How can you tell it's AI? No smoke detector chirp. Fuck.
Y'all, this about to get messy, but it's gonna be worth it. Nah, this hit no
the sauce, the thing disappears. She's the best magician of all time, bro. Did you see that sleight of hand?
Dude.
That was beautiful, man. That was great.
Next up, we've got Ethan Klein's I'm always 2 steps ahead moment. So he uploaded a video, Brian. I'm suing these 3 creators. And he basically put down a Yu-Gi-Oh fucking trap card for people that were criticizing him heavily during the whole Hassan iDubbbz debacle. Okay.
And it was in this setting that I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist? They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly.
Whatever her name is in the middle, just
Dude, they look dead inside, bro. That's crazy.
I think they're exhausted.
Well, I know for a fact the bottom left one is called Casey-tron.
Casey-tron. Yeah, she's been around for years, and she always finds herself in trouble.
She was like one of the OG Twitch thoughts, believe it or not. If you're looking at the bottom left face and you think that used to be a Twitch thought, you're right. You remember the old Casey-tron, the way she used to have the like dumb overlay, like the overlay, and her just absolutely crazy out. She was a pioneer, bro.
The trap was set, and it worked even better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety immediately after it was published. Now, the thing is, there were a few people that went above and beyond to commit copyright infringement. For example, Denim sits here silently with nearly 50,000 live viewers. That's 30 times her regular viewership. She's working directly with the Snark subreddit moderators to siphon views, and their intentions couldn't be clearer. Here's an excerpt from a stickied post from the Snark subreddit. Hey everyone, we've seen a lot of comments about wanting to watch the nuke without showing support for H3. Here's a list of creators who've supported our sub, either by engaging with us directly or citing our post in their critique of H3. Here they're offering these streamers as market substitutes for my work. This is the cardinal sin of copyright infringement.
So they have these other channels that host the video thing, and then instead of going to Ethan's video, oh my god! Like, I'm just gonna say, this is the pettiest fucking community ever. But like both sides, I don't give a shit about, and I've no skin in this game. I absolutely couldn't give a fucking shit about either side. But that is the pettiest shit I have seen. Like, let's not give them a view. Even though one view is going to go to 50,000 people watching this person streaming it, we don't even want to give one view.
Yeah, the thing is, it's kind of weird because, like, if you did even go over there and watched it, just like commented, whatever you wanted to do, H3HA has to have crazy money at this stage. And so, like, giving him a little bit more isn't going to make a massive difference in his life. But you feel like by not watching it and going through this petty route to watch it, you're making a difference. Like,
you're not.
That's it's such a weird, self-righteous but slimy way to be a good person. So his master plan is basically he copyrighted content before he posted it on YouTube, like with the government.
Yeah. Official trademark and licensing on the video.
Not like me uploading something and it'd be like, Brian, don't.
More like Paramount and the Champions League final. Something like that, where there's an exclusive license, and then if you put it anywhere, it'll be unavailable in those countries because it's copyright restricted.
Yeah, and I'm sure H3H3 could come at a lot of people for reacting to it.
But this was a point. He was making a point here.
But he's targeting, I believe, specifically people that are intentionally harming and vocal about it.
Now, understandably, this made a lot of people angry because why should these content thieves, essentially.
Hello.
We all see this and know it's not right. This debate culminated when XQC, one of the prime suspects, called in to my show to debate me, in which case I'm sad to report that I was terribly owned.
So in that regard, do you care at all about like IP or copyright, or like the fact that it's illegal? Does that matter? That it might be illegal, does that matter to you?
No.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if flat out doesn't, because...
Well, that's fair.
Watch me full screen cam, do the fucking worm, then watch your
Do
prime...
that.
Then watch your prime content.
Do it for a week. Do a week of no reaction content and see how many fucking views you get. Oh, okay. Sure. I mean, that's content, man. It's original content, at least.
The ultimate debate, bro. He hit him with the worm. Why didn't I think of that first?
To be fair, XQC still gets crazy amount of viewers even not reacting. There's such an element to reaction content that's like how much of it is transformative, how much of it isn't. Like technically we shouldn't be allowed to play video games, Brian, and have video gaming channels because that's all copyrighted.
Yeah, Nintendo tried to do that years ago. Where
yes, you're right. They tried to do this thing where they would get a certain amount of money from your video.
30% or near 40% of the revenue generated from our video because we're using their protective IP, which in theory, I kind of get it. We're taking their product and making a lot of money off of it. So, you know, they could be able to legally say, well, that's kind of ours.
Well, they did it to me. They striked Pokemon modded Black Ops 3 video. They striked it because I talked about getting on by a bunch of Pokemon. Or one or the other. And so Nintendo didn't like that. Obviously, someone in Japan saw it.
Shocking.
Yeah, but how the hell did they see a 10-year-old video? And someone in Japan, like, oh, how did they get that? So basically, that got striked. And I think it's one of those things now where they've kind of, most gaming companies, if not all, have come to accept the fact that they're getting free promotion through creators for their game. And that by uploading, you also increase their notoriety in the algorithm. So it's like, we gotta be careful here because they will all stop playing our game. Like I'll stop playing a game if it gets copyright claimed music and I can't turn it off. Like
it's not worth.
Fine, I'll play another game. There's always another game out there.
Now, before I tell you who the 3 people I'm suing are, I just want to make it clear that they all met this very specific high bar of criteria that I set forth earlier. These people were not targeted based on their gender, their identity, their political beliefs.
They're all women, though, and they're all pro-Palestine. But yes, you have to say that.
In fact, they're the only 3, as far as I could tell, that reacted to the full video. Drum roll, please. Who's sweating at home, guys? Casey Tron, the queen of ripping farts and bong loads.
They do musicals. They're very musical people. Are you being serious? Dog, what are you... Look!
Bro. Dude, that was me literally like 5 minutes ago.
Can I walk away and use the bathroom? Do I have permission? Can I use the bathroom, please? I'll leave it playing.
Oh, nice.
Apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life.
What happened?
Brian sometimes be like,
honestly, you on the React channel.
It's very obvious from the way that guy's
talking.
Oh,
we love this clip.
Fan.
Oh my God, bro, I love you, Hassan. Can I give you a hug, bro?
I'm so sweaty, bro. I love you, bro.
None of the hostages that have been released so far have said that they have been. The hostages have public statements. You can go look at them.
This assault I experienced should never happen to any human being.
This Yemeni kid is just a Yemeni kid with a gun and is not a Houthi, and there is no proof of him being a Houthi.
Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive.
He never said Hassan Nasrallah was a good guy.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Now for the fun part.
So that's what's going on. Those 3 people are getting sued. They're getting rocked for intentionally harming H3H3 and verbally saying it. If they didn't verbally say anything and show intent, probably be fine, if I'm being honest. Because you can criticize and be negative about someone's content. that doesn't put you in danger.
But if you're playing all their footage and just not saying anything, I'm pretty sure those are guidelines on YouTube when it comes to reacting to content. That's why we gave Sniper Wolf such a hard time.
With getting sued, Brian, it obviously brings a lot of money costs, and the GoFundMes have happened. In the top left, we've Denim. She's in the lead right now, approximately of 27,000 raised out of 100,000. Brogan is 24,000 out of 200,000. Now, I'm not sure why she needs double. You know, did she do twice as many problems? I don't know. I don't know, but she needs double. And then Caseytron got 8,000 out of 100,000. Good luck, I guess. I don't know. Whoever the fuck is funding this, you need to rethink your life, because these three people are orbiters for Hassan, who's in a $3 million house. And if he lost $400,000 from his bank account tomorrow, he wouldn't notice, because he also spends that on clothes every month. Like, I'm okay with people donating like $5, $10. And if you're rich as fuck, you can donate what you want. I doubt all those 1,000 contributions that accumulated to that. Like, some of those people are like, I don't know if I'm going to pay rent next week. Oh, time to give Denims $100 for Denims. Don't do that. Like, when people donate to me, oh, Nogla, this is all I can give, and it's $5. I'm like, why the fuck did you give it to me then? I can't refund super chats. Why the fuck did you give it?
Yeah.
Ryan's just like, gimme.
No, I was going to say, yeah, no, don't give $5 via Super Chat. Google gets 30% of that. Do it via Streamlabs and I get all your $5. And then you can go figure out how you're going to feed yourself tomorrow.
Exactly.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. Be broke smarter. Ethan, this is embarrassing. He's obviously talking about suing the three creators. By the way, I think Hassan literally watched maybe 30 seconds of the video. He didn't watch all of it. He watched like 30 seconds. It was like, I don't give a
because he was terrified. He was terrified of a lawsuit, probably.
This is absolutely insane how Hassan will argue with his own imagination. That sums up Hassan so well.
Yeah, could you imagine doing this for your career? That your brain could not be healthily forming. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could be living in a constant state of anxiety and, like, you know, paranoia.
I'm not gonna lie, some people are out to get him, but it's one of those things where you know what it kind of feels like? It feels like I'm watching DSP with a lot of viewers, where it's like, the detractors, it's all the trolls, it's all the hate, it's all the trolls. I did nothing wrong. She cheated me. So it's like, he just feels like a good-looking DSP with a lot of viewers in LA.
You just call Hassan good-looking?
Well, yeah, that's kind of his shtick. He's not smart-looking, that's for sure. Oh dear, you caught me.
No wonder you hate him so much. You're gay for him.
Yes, it's gay angst, tension. Yes. It's also why I'm in LA. I'm just waiting to I'm just waiting, dude. Hassan, please.
Invite me to your $3 million home.
I'll orbit your house. That's a joke. All right, we got the FYP section now. There is an argument between people that work 9 to 5 and streamers, and which is harder.
Hauling around stuff.
So physically, I physically can't haul around
into
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage.
That's true, bitch. You can't make a Call of Duty montage. So there you go. Get absolutely owned. End of story.
Yeah. Good on FaZe. Yeah, let us join the group. Let us join the group again.
No, our beef is not settled yet, Brian. Conor McGregor was caught punching some dude in a club in Ibiza. You punched a guy twice and you just kind of walked it off. So now his record is updated.
Named club goer. Beat the nightclub.
Look, they have the fucking name of the old man in the pub.
The
Do you remember
Marble
the man?
Arch has been killed. He punched another guy, Francesco Fancinetti, in the St. Regis Hotel in Rome. The Miami head mascot Bernie. What? He hit the mascot.
He did. I like how there's something every 2 years. Do you notice this pattern? 2017, 2019, 2021, 2023, 2025. So in 2027, who's going to punch then? Who's next?
Could be me. Could be you.
Definitely don't be around Conor McGregor in 2027, boys.
Hey, so I got enough fat rolls so that I can just stick the microphone in between my belly and my thigh like that, and then I can just hit percussion notes like this.
That is a perfect example of the difference between a fat woman and a fat man. Fat man thinks, how can I use this to my advantage? Fat woman's like, how do I look to others? Oh, I love fat people. Look at this pub. Moose Knuckle Pub.
The dream, we get all the boys to go to the Moose Knuckle Pub.
It is in Austin, Texas, which I will say is, everyone is kind of, or no one in our group is in Texas, but people are kind of spread around it.
Yeah, but Austin, Texas would be a cool place to go for. Everyone go there. You know, none of us live there.
I'd be down.
You know?
But mentioning trips, how did the one with Wildcat go? Did you get
awesome?
I know you were planning to get a lot, be really productive.
Yeah, we got 5 golf videos made.
5 fucking golf.
Yeah.
So the only thing you did was golf then?
Yeah, we did a round on the first day, 18 holes. So 9 holes go on his channel. Then the last 9 of that round go on my channel. Then in the next day, we played in a really cool place called Gaylord something. Just funny, it's called Gaylord.
Brian
awesome
and Tyler
course.
at Gaylord.
Yeah.
Did you stroke it there at Gaylord?
We were stroking it so good.
How many strokes did you get?
Not enough. Not enough. And then on the last day, we did 2 rounds of golf, 36 holes. We did the first round.
That's too much for me. Did you have the carts?
Yeah, of course. Why the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing the carts at Gaylord? Did you? Yeah, of course we did the golf carts. And then the last day we did 36 holes. We got the first 18 done. Then we got about 7 holes into the next 36, and then Tennessee hit us with a massive storm. I want to say thank you to Wildcat for making me fly across the country for some great golf. Had a great time. Absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to come back.
So all you guys did for literally days was golf and vlog the golf.
On the last day, I could barely hit the ball. My neck was just like exhausted. Like I was so stiff. So stiff. Yeah. But it was great. Yeah.
10 yards, Brian. Nice job.
Nice. Yeah. It was good. We'd love to get you out to play golf.
No.
Why?
I vlogged Wildcat's wedding and he still hasn't approved it. So, no.
No, you wouldn't vlog anything. We'd vlog it for you.
No, I'm saying no. I vlogged going to Wildcat's house.
Yeah.
And I linked him the video and he didn't approve it and he's not going to. So I'm not going out to golf with him. End of story.
But I'll be there.
I'll go to you and golf with you then.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah. But Tyler, sorry. Actions have consequences. Don't say I can vlog a wedding, then I make an editor do it, send you the link, and you don't review it. And yes, this is public because I asked several times, and I don't give a fuck. How is Wildcat's dad, bro?
He's awesome. Oh my god. Dude, Rich is a legend. He is so good at golf, bro. Had a great time. Yeah. He's gonna be the star of all the videos.
Oh, let's go. Legend, bro.
He was like all excited. He took like 3 days off of work or whatever. And like he was like really excited for it. It was awesome.
That's so cool. He took days off work. That's a fucking that's fucking hilarious.
He's like, they'll be fine. We're playing golf.
And there's Chap in the bottom left, guys, if you're wondering who that is.
Chap had a good time.
I like Chap. He's cool.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
He's really sweet.
Cool.
Real nice.
Big fan of Chap.
Just needs to be a little less hard on himself. He's still learning. Like I'm still learning. I miss-hit plenty of times, but it's fun.
Next up, Brian, we have Mang0 harassed Twitch streamers IRL. I saw this last night and it hadn't like blown up much. You know when you check something at night and you're like, oh, that's fucking weird, and you go to sleep and then you wake up and people are like, what the fuck? You know? Like, oh, so here it is.
See, we're not drunk, guys. Yeah, we're not drunk. But Mang0 on the other hand. No. He's humping toes. No.
End the stream. End it.
End the stream, Mang0 says.
End the stream.
This is fine when Brian's doing this with Syndicate and being gay, because they're friends. Okay? Now, why is this not okay now, Brian? What? Come on, we need to educate the young men in society how to behave around women.
I have to answer this?
Yeah, you're the man. You're the man, dude.
One, I think I'm more concerned with the whole concept of making a drinking event. Like, why?
It was like a beer Mario Kart LAN party that Ludwig ran.
Yeah, you get drunk into like what do you expect is going to happen? So of course you're adding something into the mix that's going to result in it never ends well when there's drink. I think there's a bigger problem here is why are they trying to use drinking as I don't know, as
just
some
for a little
kind
fun,
of
a little banter, a little party kind of a thing.
look what happened. Look what happened.
I will say no one else at the event did this, so it can't just be the drink.
Well, does this fella have a history of drink that they didn't know about or they maybe knew about or something? But anyway, yeah, you don't do this. I don't know why your top is off. Really weird. I don't know if they're swimming in a pool or something. I don't know.
This fucking screenshot.
She definitely felt something on her back. She definitely felt something on her back. Like, I'm not one to be like, that's so unacceptable. This is just.
Brian's pretty open about his sexuality, guys. I'll tell you that.
I think a lot of men in the scene are not going to be very happy with what's his name, Mang0? Is his
Mang0.
name?
So the history of Mang0 is that he's a Super Smash Bros. Pro fighter, and he's actually one of the greatest of all time. Like skill-wise, one of the greatest of all time. He's definitely fatter. He used to be fatter, but yeah, he's basically like a Smash Bro go. Some people say online that he has a bit of a history of messing around a bit too much, whatever. The Smash community has people permabanned for saying slurs at 19. I think calling people slurs are bad, by the way, but you can make multiple women feel uncomfortable by harassing them. It'll be fine, and your fans will say, that's just Mang0, haha. Have some consistency.
Yeah, kind of what I'm saying. I don't care if you're good or bad at a game.
It's definitely,
at the end of the day, you've 2 arms, you've 2 legs, you're the same as everyone else, you're a human being. The rules apply to everyone, regardless of how good you are at a game.
So, like I said, actions have consequences. Here's one.
So I feel really bad about that. And, I reached out to anyone who I felt might have felt uncomfortable and talked to them. But also, and I already told Mang0 this, I'm no longer inviting Mang0 to Mogul Moves events. Because, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like, the whole point of an event is, it's a fun thing to do, have a good-ass time. And if somebody appearing jeopardizes somebody else having a good time, that just can't be a thing. Now I see a lot of dialogue on broader implications. I'm only worried about my team, my events, you know what I'm saying?
So there you go. He is suspended now. I'm sure this is gonna have bigger ramifications than this, though.
I feel bad, obviously, for Ludwig. I think he had the best intentions for the event, but I think you better learn that alcohol is just a ticking time bomb. It's not worth it. These events, you're mixing work with pleasure, and then alcohol is definitely gonna not act the same on every single person. It's gonna take one bad actor that has a very bad reaction to alcohol, and then it ruins it for everyone.
Well, some people might not want to go to Ludwig's event.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They're not going to feel safe. So you need to really throw. These are ingredients into a recipe that can spoil the pot, and that's why I do not like to drink. If you're at a work event or something, I take it super serious. I got in trouble over the weekend because I brought a suitcase full of equipment to Borderlands 4, and they were like, "No, you're not allowed to use any equipment." I arrived with this suitcase of tech. I was like, I've got a good camera, I've got everything, because their webcams and stuff are crap. But I take it really super serious. I don't know, it's just I'm a little too anal about stuff.
Yeah, you do like anal.
Yeah, but I would never mix alcohol. I think it's just...
Never mix alcohol and anal, guys. Okay, top tip from Brian.
Well... But yeah, I think a lesson has been learned big time. Unfortunately, it's probably made some people, especially women, who are already feeling uncomfortable a lot of times. That doesn't do a good reflection for a lot of men in the scene as well. Your man Mang0 needs to realize he's also a representation for other people.
Being one of the best at Smash.
Well, yeah, but not only for Smash. Get the Smash thing out of your brain. And I talk about for men in the scene. You're gonna have women at events that are thinking, well, that could be a new thing, and you don't want to portray that to the viewers this is acceptable behavior.
Right. Agreed. I think there's a statement now. Let's see. Hate waking up and seeing I was a drunk dumbass. There it is. Don't like using the drunk excuse because it's childish, but in the moment I think everyone is as drunk as me, and that's usually not the case. I will privately apologize to anyone I made uncomfortable and hope I'm forgiven. All right. Well, there's another tweet. I feel very fucking stupid and embarrassed. I think 99% of my problems always stem from drinking, so I'm going to reevaluate my relationship with alcohol. I definitely could tell that. He had that face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you've been around enough alcoholics, you know the type of eyes and face.
The droopy face. The
Like
droopy face.
Some people that like barely ever have drink and get drunk, they don't have the same face as someone who gets drunk all the time.
You can tell that they're like, oh, I'm not used to this. But then there's the droopy face where they're kind of like, I think they have other problems, and the alcohol helps numb the pain of other problems in their life.
100%.
And then they're kind of in this little kind of like lazy couch. I always think of it like a lazy chair, where they're kind of walking around in this kind of my problems are gone.
Couldn't sleep, feel like I let so many people down. Talked to a few friends and just realized I have a problem. Everyone has coddled me for so long and kind of looked the other way when it came to my drinking. Don't want anyone to feel bad for me, defend me. Sorry to everyone I've let down or hurt. I know it just looks like I'm trying to save face, but I genuinely feel so awful about it. All I've done is reflect on my life and realize I'm a broken human. I would try and redeem myself over time, as I always do. And that's a chip on the shoulder there. Something is making him drink. This guy's got a big chip on the shoulder that makes him drink.
I would give this a lowercase w apology. I think that's good accountability, good awareness. I think he even pointed out that he was saying that, people around him that just look the other way. That also is a very, very true thing. You need people in your life that will tell you have a fucking problem. You need to stop. You can't do this. Like, that's so true, and I'm glad that he pointed that out. So maybe he can, genuflect on like the people that he surrounded himself with, especially when you're in the scene where you have a bit of like reputation and glory around you, where you can be surrounded by a lot of yes men. That's my biggest problem. That's one of my biggest pet peeves in the industry, is people who are surrounded by yes men, where they just kind of like, oh no, you're great. It was funny. It was great. It was everything. It detaches you from reality.
So he seems to be aware of the issues somewhat, and not really the cause. It doesn't seem like he's aware of the cause of the drinking. And just maybe that the drinking is a problem, but hey, the beginning has to start somewhere. And here's how IRL streamers should be, apparently. Gosh, we need a puppy detox.
Oh yeah, it's got a little dress on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
You're my dog now.
Yeah, look at you. How's that alive? Oh my god, how's that alive? What the fuck?
I think that's Japan. Am I correct in saying this is Japan?
I think that's Chinese. I don't know. Is that?
Alright, I gotta go. Be right back, Brian. Oh, be right back.
I don't have merch to promote. New video on my main channel. P.O. Box a huge amount of Pokemon cards. You should watch that. That's a banger.
Another big news, Brian. This one's gonna be your personal favorite. Jon Jones has retired from the UFC. Officially. Not like some Instagram comment that he made. An actual retirement. And Aspinall, the guy that he's been ducking and running away from, even though UFC gave him the money that he wanted to fight him, and he said that he'd fight him.
Also Dana saying he didn't duck. He isn't ducking.
Yeah, sure.
There's no way on earth that he's going to fight me. Not a chance. I will retire Jon Jones without even fighting him.
Jon Jones called us last night and retired. Jon Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
It's done. I know a lot about this because I do kind of keep up with a bit of UFC news. Just before he announced that he was retired and phoned Dana White, he was on a podcast for the Nelk Boys. The podcast lasted 20 minutes and half of it was ads. And the other half was Jon Jones getting glazed. And then at the very end, one of the main guys for the Nelk Boys asked him about Tom Aspinall, and he was like, whoa, what a crazy question from left field. I don't like this. I'm leaving. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean crazy question from left field? Tom Aspinall is the next guy you're supposed to be fighting. He was the interim champ. Now he's the champ as he should be. But watching a guy that's like one of the most dangerous men on the planet have such a sensitive reaction to a fucking question is absurd, bro. Here's his statement. I'm not going to read it because it's a fucking, it's someone made a joke like ChatGPT 100%. Like, yeah, I'm good. I ain't reading it. So the details from the new Jon Jones allegations. Oh, convenient.
Oh no.
The woman was found in a traffic crash showing signs of intoxication. The woman told police that Jones was the driver of the vehicle and fled on foot. The girl called who is believed to be Jon Jones, who appeared to be intoxicated on the phone, who then made statements implying his capacity to employ lethal force to a third party. In response to this, police then called for backup. The man on the phone, believed to be Jones, made allusions of violence. Police interviewed Jones in person. He said that the woman left his house intoxicated and called him after getting into a crash. The woman told police that she did and drank alcohol at John Jones' house. And the last thing she remembered was John Jones driving her in the car.
So this is a new thing?
Yeah. Yeah, but not new because John Jones has been pulling shit like this for years.
The one in Albuquerque where he shot the gun on the street. Do you remember that one? I feel like I'm crazy when people like talk like they're John Jones fans, and I'm like, I love DC, and I feel like I'm crazy the way people glorify John Jones. I just don't get it. I don't know how Dana was so like protective over this guy. He is a ticking time bomb.
He was a cash cow. That's it. There's nothing else to it. He's a cash cow, big sell, big name, big face, can make, you know, a make or break a gate. So obviously that's what Dana's going to care about. It almost feels to me, reading the John Jones story after the Mang0 story makes me realize that what's happened to Mang0 needs to happen to John Jones. And John Jones needs to realize that the partying, drinking, drugs, the women, everything else, it's ruining his life. And it ruined his legacy, to be honest.
I think he's protected too much by people get him out of trouble, so he feels immortal.
100%. And I think Tom Aspinall is probably the first person that's made John Jones afraid
Scared.
and feel human before a fight. Because he is crazy fast, bro. It's not going to be easy to take him down. He's young.
Yeah, I was going to say the main thing is he's young too. And now John Jones is now beginning to feel his age.
Maybe if Tom dressed as your wife, you'd fight him. Fucking hell, dude. All right, well, there it is. That's it, folks. Thanks for coming out. Really appreciate you. Thanks to everyone on Patreon who are going to defend me once John Jones comes to kill me. So 3 people that are going to back me up against John Jones is going to be Jackson, lucky boy, thank you. Lucas, you sound like a strong name. And then also Psycho. I need a Psycho on my side. All right, so thank you for your support on Patreon and in the street fight with John Jones. We hope you enjoy. But hit the end of the video, like, subscribe, and all the good stuff. The end.